Good morning, guys. It is the day after the full moon in Pisces. I just realized my ring isn't on, but you can see that I still got a tan. Anyways, it's the morning after. I woke up feeling good, maybe because it's Saturday and my kids are home and my husband's home. I don't know, but and I don't have a client until 11:30, so I'm feeling good. So I just wanted to do like an impromptu, we'll call it shits and giggles. Let's just see like what the collective energy is post full moon. I never do this, but I mean, I always pull cards for myself. I try to pull at least 3 cards for myself a day. So let's just see the collective energy for the collective after the full moon. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Can I please get a spirit animal for the collective? How is the collective feeling after a release that we all needed? Like, I felt like the energy was so thick, intense for this last week leading up to the full moon. But it's for a purpose. Anytime you feel that tension and like energy is heavy, it makes things come to the surface. It makes you have to reevaluate, like, why do I feel this way? Why am I feeling so weighed down? Why am I feeling anxious? Even you have to kind of dig around and like search your emotions and figure out what's going on. So now this morning I woke up and I just feel like I feel so refreshed, so brand new. So let's see what the collective energy is. What's the spirit animal for the collective at this time? Those watching. What's the spirit animal for those watching at this time? Make it good, because I feel good. And you know what's funny is I didn't honestly get to do my full moon ritual. Like, it's usually like a whole thing for me, but I just couldn't. Like, I just wanted to chill with my husband. And so what is it? Ooh, this is how I feel. I hope you guys are feeling this way too. So it's watery energy, so emotions. The dolphin, you see how happy the dolphin looks here? Like swimming in a sea of emotions, but it's like it feels good, it feels natural. Somebody feels like they're back in their natural element, or feeling like themselves again, happy, like you can take on the world. The dolphin also is an animal that is highly spiritual, and the dolphin's mate for life. So really happy, I feel like there's a burst of creativity coming through for a lot of people today. Bottom of the deck is peacock, so somebody has their eye on the prize and like their interest is piqued. Yeah, so colorful, both of these together. Okay, so there's just this, and this would be air. Okay, so communication and emotions I feel are very colorful and happy today. Underneath that is the hyena, so there is still some shadowy work in the background. But you know what, if you guys feel any anxiety creeping up, if somebody's feeling like they have a project that they want to start and there's doubt creeping in, meditate or just take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in positivity, breathe out negativity. Breathe in whatever good affirmations you want to tell yourself, and breathe out doubt. Okay, so let's also get really quick, what real talk affirmations can we give the collective this morning, this day after this day after the full moon? I almost said the apocalypse. That's what it felt like, though. For some people it felt like, what is happening? I know I did a poll on my channel, and a lot of people were just like, you know, they're doing fine, they don't feel anything. But then there were some people that were in a glass case of emotion. Some people's faces are raining, others are just like, you know, I can take it or leave it, it's not too bad. And then what was the other one? Numb. Okay, but for the most part, people are either in a glass case of emotions, or other people are just like, I feel fine. So let's just get, there we go. Transmute. Okay, so what does it say? You have the ability to transform tough times and challenging energy into a multitude of things. Let your heart space lead the way as you transmute your struggles into wisdom and wonder. This is so pretty. The background is very Pisces, and you guys know I'm a Pisces, so I'm just like, ooh, this is pretty. Which deck do we want to use? This one. Okay, so I also got a new deck, you guys. I'm waiting for that first day of fall to use my Santa Muerte deck, but it's coming. I'm gonna use it. But for today, my hands, like I feel more energy towards this deck. So let's see. We want a positive, high energy message for the collective post full moon in Pisces. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, can we please get a message for the collective? What messages do we have for the collective for Saturday, September 14th for the collective? It is a timeless message. Anytime I give a date, though, it's usually about a 3-week energy. So it could be energy that passed, or it's energy that's going to be coming into fruition within the next 3 weeks. So if I said the date, it's because it's something happening within the next 3 weeks. Okay. Messages for the collective post full moon. What messages do we have for the collective post full moon? Ooh, something wanted to jump. I couldn't quite see what it was. There we go. Ace of Swords. So I think with a lot of releasing that happened last night or over this last week, even today, I feel like people are still releasing today. You're getting clarity, or clarity is coming in. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. In this deck, I always tell people the Three of Pentacles and the Five are separated. So in the Three of Pentacles, it talks about teaching and learning, counseling, it talks about partnership even, and the Five of Pentacles can sometimes mean lack of resources, inexperience, feeling left out in the cold, or feeling like you're not enough somewhere. So there's still some work that needs to be done as far as either partnerships, learning more about yourself or your partner, or about a job, because it is Pentacles, okay, a situation, a foundation. There's still some work that needs to be done, but that doesn't take away from the fact that there was a lot of hard work put in to get the clarity that you now have, or that you are going to be getting. Okay. What other mess? Okay, hold on, guys. What was that? Self-love. Okay, so some people are really pouring into themselves. You see how this knight is drinking from the cup that he's supposed to be delivering to somebody else. Before we can deliver love to anybody else, and I always say this, before we can give love to anybody else, we have to give it to ourselves. This cup overflows. So it's like when your cup overfloweth, that's when you share. But in the meantime, make sure you're spending the time filling your own cup. Okay, because that's going to keep you from feeling like you're not enough. You'll know your worth when you know how you deserve to be loved, what kind of love you want to receive, how you love other people. But until then, we're going to be feeling like we're lacking something, or like we're not ready to be in relationships, or maybe even friendships. Like we allow people to see these holes in this shirt. That was one thing I got too. Like this, just because like people have done you wrong, or just because things didn't go your way, you still are somebody worthy of love. You still are somebody who has a heart, and you are able to give love. So you should also be able to receive it, right? So this cup overfloweth. Their love overfloweth. And so it's because you're putting the work into yourself first. It's because you're getting to realize that you're not somebody lacking anything, okay? Or somebody is coming to realize now that they have everything that they need, but they were in a state of feeling left out in the cold, or like they didn't have enough to offer, they didn't have enough information or resources, or whatever the case may be. So it's being advised to remember to love yourself first. And as your cup fills, as your cup runneth over, then that is when it's healthy for you to offer your love to other people, be it a romantic relationship, a friendship circle, whatever the case may be. But the focus, the main focus, the highlight is you, my dear. Get very clear about that. What other messages do we have for the collective today? Post full moon in Pisces. More messages for the collective post full moon in Pisces. More messages. Ooh, so that Six of Swords wanted to come out. So yeah, somebody is getting out of their head. Somebody is moving into calmer water. Somebody is really learning the value of themselves. More messages for the collective, please. Post full moon in Pisces. Also the Nine of Cups and the Sun wanted to come out. Nine of Cups talks about a wish fulfillment. It's also somebody who is single or can be single, or somebody who's emotionally abundant on their own. What are those that just flipped? And The Sun would be illumination. So coming to find out or coming to realize. 5 of Cups with the Hermit. Okay, so I feel like we had this with the erase, embrace, and face video that I did for the collective on the full moon reading. So now there's a lot of emotions here, guys. I mean, it makes sense because the full moon in Pisces it's Pisces, it's a water sign. 5 of Cups, regret, or just needing to focus on yourself to realize what you want. Like, the Hermit would be Virgo energy, somebody who's doing some self-reflecting, looking in on themselves. But the 5 of Cups, I mean, he's doing the same thing. He's wrapped up in himself. All right. So in the last video, in the erase, embrace, and face video, I said that we need to focus on ourselves. And if other people are coming to you to save them, it might be difficult because it came up in this card came up in the challenge position. And I said that it might be a challenge because some of us are going to want to help people that need to learn how to help themselves, and others of us are the ones that are drowning and we just need to reach out for help. But the thing is, I think I also said something about karma, like we don't know what kind of karma we're going to be saving them from, and they have to face their own things. Okay, so let's look at it like this now, because there was a comment on that video that says, you know, if somebody comes across me during a hard time, I feel like it's part of their karma that I am in their life. That's true, but also, and I replied that codependency is not the same as divine intervention. Okay, this person could probably just stand up or something, you know what I mean? Like, people will lean on you as a crutch if they know that you've always been there for them. They'll lean on you if they know that you have the resources that they need, and that's fine. But again, codependency is a completely different thing from divine intervention. If you are brought or put in somebody's life to help them, by all means help them. But if people are calling you left and right because they know that you're the one that's going to be there for them, at some point they have to learn how to swim, because you're not always going to be there to save them. Okay, so not only is this time for you to reflect on how to take care of yourself, but it's time for us to let other people do the same. And you've done the work, right? You're doing the work because clarity is here. So other people have to do the work too. It's not right that somebody can always lean on you because you're the one that's always doing the work, or vice versa. Okay, we all have to learn how to swim ourselves, or we have to sink. Also, have you ever tried to save a person that's drowning? Aren't they trying to pull you down with them? I'm just saying, okay? So do we need to clarify? I need to clarify the Hermit. Just heard the Hermit. So, I feel like I'm talking really fast because I'm trying not to make this video super long. My husband's making breakfast, and then I have to get ready for my first client of the day. So, but I just felt this shift this morning. Like, ooh, this energy feels good. Let's get a message while we can. Clarify the Hermit for the collective, please. Why is this Hermit and the 5 of Cups here? Clarify the Hermit and the 5 of Cups for the collective, please. Clarify the Hermit and the 5 of Cups for the collective, please. Bottom of the deck is 6 of Wands, which is victory. King of Swords. Okay, yeah, there's somebody there is some codependent behavior somewhere. And with that Ace of Swords being the first card that came out, and then followed by the 2 cards that for me represent self-love, I feel like there is some clarity about who around you, who in your energy is trying to lean on you a little bit too much as a crutch, and who, like, somebody's just getting really clear. Okay, so at this point, with this clarifying these two, it's like you've done the inner work, you've done the reflecting, you know what's what and who's what, and you know that you've put your all into some people, and some people, it's like you just want reciprocity at this point. Friendships that are going to pour into you like you pour into them. Relationships that are going to pour into you like you pour into them. Okay, and if they can't, then it's like they have to learn to swim by themselves. It's like I have to cut this codependency cord. Pretty much, that's the main thing I'm getting, is like an umbilical cord, that somebody needs to cut the cord from a codependent relationship. Just take a closer look at this. Okay, somebody's got to cut the cord. And it's funny because it clarifies that, and the bottom of that deck was the King of Swords. So really, did I need to clarify it? I could have just looked at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of this deck now is the 6 of Wands. So victory. Continue working on yourself, because underneath that is the 8 of Pentacles. So continue to do the work on yourself, okay? Do I get more messages or a final message? More messages. More messages for the collective, please, with this post. Okay, full moon and Pisces energy. Ace of Wands. So there's a new beginning waiting for you. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords, followed by Temperance. Okay, so it's like there's this new start that's going to be either coming or is about to happen. I feel like you're supposed to take a nice resting period because you're getting ready to be in a time where it's like go, go, go. Like there's a project that you're working on, a job that you're starting, a relationship that you're starting, something is getting ready to start, and it's going to require a lot of your attention. So definitely rest up, get your bearings, find your emotional and practical stability, especially because that is exactly what the full moon in Pisces is about: blending practicality with spirituality, finding the balance between your emotions and practicality. Okay, so Temperance would be the card of Sagittarius, but it's like somebody's going to take flight on a project or something, and it's just requiring you to get grounded. And I think that requires a little more rest from some people. Right? Yes, a little more rest is required. But I feel like somebody's getting ready to wake you up. Like there's getting ready to be an awakening moment, because there's that Ace of Swords again. Okay, so after reflecting on all of the things that have come your way, all of the decisions you've had to make in regards to cutting cords with people, business decisions, relationship decisions, whatever decisions you've had to make, and it's like you've gotten clear, and now it's like an awakening is coming. Yeah, there's getting ready to be a huge spark. This doesn't go here. And somebody's getting ready to take off. Okay, so what's the final message for the collective? What is the final message for the collective? Make it good, Spirit. Nine of Pentacles wanted to come out. I knew he was going to come out. The Hanged Man with the Devil. So two major arcanas, okay? So, I mean, I was just telling my sister last night that the Devil has not been like so much about toxicity for me. For this spread, though, I do get more codependency vibes than anything. The Devil for me has been more about hard lessons, because it represents Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn teaches hard lessons, okay? So I feel like somebody has had to learn a hard lesson, or somebody's getting ready to come up on a hard lesson that needs to be learned. And so there's like, I feel like there's nurturing. Ooh, this may not even be you guys. Okay, so somebody else may be in the Hanged Man position. I don't know why I just got that. This same person that's in this card, this person back here, this is the person in the Hanged Man position. So whoever's been codependent on you in the past, okay, that person is in the Hanged Man position. I feel like they don't know left from right, up from down, but it's because they have to learn their own lessons. Okay, because them pulling you into their karma is like you having to relearn lessons, or you learning lessons that had nothing to do with you. Nothing is by chance. So if you find yourself in a cycle with somebody, it's not by chance, and it's not like you don't get you don't ever get a chance to jump out of a cycle. But I feel like this is somebody else's karma and somebody else's dealings that need to be dealt with. It's not yours. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. So it's like fighting somebody else's demons. It could be fighting your own demons, but I feel more like this is somebody else. Like there's a codependency happening between two people or more. And I feel like that people rely on you. And so this keeps you up late at night because you just want to help, right? But people have to learn how to help themselves. You see how she's pouring into this person? He's supposed to be getting enlightened. Okay, yes, she can help. She can give him water because he's probably been hanging there for a while. But it's like this person still needs, it's like they could probably get out of this position quicker if they would face their demons themselves and stop projecting and putting them on you. It could be more than one person that's doing this to you, but it's keeping you up at night. It's keeping somebody up at night. Okay. So I feel like we do need to clarify, the Devil and the Hanged Man. But just don't allow people to be codependent on you. Where this is a time of enlightenment. If you could do the work, if you could be enlightened, then it's time for them to do the same. Okay. Clarify the Hanged Man and the Devil for the collective, please. Clarify the Hanged Man and the Devil for the collective, please. I don't know who this message is for, but I felt like I needed to get up and do it, and this is what wanted to come out, so we keeping it. Clarify the Hanged Man and the Devil for the collective, please. The thing I keep hearing is codependency, though, you guys. And codependency is in itself toxic. It doesn't have to be that somebody has a drug addiction. It doesn't have to be that somebody has a sex addiction. It doesn't have to be that there's abuse as far as like physical abuse or verbal abuse. It could be that somebody is just doesn't want to stand on their own 2 feet, and they rely too much on other people. And the time has come for them to stand on their own, because there's other work that needs to be done by people who are constantly helping. It is some people's nature to just help. Oop. I'm not supposed to keep that. I hate when my nails grow too long and I just mess up my spread. So clarify the Hanged Man and the Devil for the collective, please. Clarify the Hanged Man and the Devil for the collective, please. For some of you, it could be a marriage. Somebody is like codependent in a marriage, or the 2 of you are codependent on each other. For others of you, it just feels like this is the stable. Whoa, that's a whole book. This is a stable. It feels more stable because this is what you've done for the longest time. So this is what feels right. Clarify the Hanged Man and the Devil, please, for the collective. Thank you. Okay. We're not keeping that whole book. We're not keeping this whole little book right here. What is it though? The Fool, 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and Ace of Swords. Okay. Something that somebody gave up on. They're ready to have a new start with that person or that thing, because they realize that that's what their soul really wants. Okay. That's what I got from that little book that just fell. So the Knight of Wands comes out to clarify with Justice, to clarify the Hanged Man and the Devil. So again, if somebody has been leaning on you as a crutch for quite a while now, it's time for you to make the decision to cut that out. It's like you got the clarity that you need. You're justified in saying no, or you're justified in taking action. If you feel like you need to rush in and help somebody with something, the decision is yours. You're justified in, you have the right, what is the word I'm looking for? Not knowledge. I guess, yeah, you have all the information, all the facts that you need to make the decision to either help somebody or to let them figure it out on their own. You can take action, or you can choose to say no. But the choice is yours. So that doesn't fall on them at that point. When somebody continuously leans on you, you have the choice to say no, or you can choose to keep rushing in and saving them. But ultimately the choice is yours. And so it doesn't become, if somebody is pissed off that somebody's always asking for help, at the end of the day, it's you that has the choice to say yes or no. So you can't really be mad at them for leaning on you. Somebody is ready to take action though and cut the cord. I feel more than anything that people are ready to actually cut people off they feel like you're being used. Like if you feel like you're being used by people, more than anything, I feel the majority of people want to cut that behavior off. Not cut the person off, but cut the behavior off and tell people no. Some of you do want to cut people off. But for the most part, I feel like somebody is ready to just put an end to the codependency, because it's dragging you into their mess. Is there anything else? I hear yes and no. So what else is there? Okay, there's something else here. What other messages do we have for the collective? Final message. Let's get a final message for the collective, please. I gotta go. Final message for the collective, please. Thank you. All right, so bottom of the deck for this is the 6 of Cups, soulmate energy. I always feel happy whenever I see that. I feel like 2 people are running, like just running home. Okay. So Temperance and the 4 of Wands. Okay, so especially with this card being here, the 6 of Cups, and it's the soulmate card. Then we have the Fool with the Fool here. What else is under there? The Nine of Cups and the Sun and Judgment. Wow. So somebody knows that it's time to cut somebody off. Okay, because I feel like somebody is holding you back from your blessings. Somebody's blocking your blessings. And it's like the universe is trying to nudge you in the right direction. Like, focus on you. Focus on your stability. Focus on your happiness. If this person is not giving it to you, if there's no reciprocity, it's time to focus just on you. Because there are blessings. There is stability. There is a bright future waiting for you. And it's like, don't allow somebody else to hold you back if it doesn't feel right, especially because the Six of Cups is here. The Six of Cups is soulmate energy. The Six of Cups does feel right. If it doesn't feel right, it's time to let it go. It's time to focus on the things that do feel right. The Fool is here twice now, okay? So a new beginning somewhere. Some of you feel like you are better off single. Some of you feel like you're better off outside of a group of friends. Some of you feel like you're better off working alone. Even some of you in school, like, I'd rather do this project alone. But somebody feels like they're better off outside of this codependency relationship, friendship, work environment, whatever the case may be. And so it's like, now it's time to focus on you. It's time to focus on what you want. That's it. Okay, so I don't know why that message wanted to come out, but it did, and I felt good, and I still feel good, and I hope you guys do too. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Comment more than anything. That's my favorite thing to get from you guys, comments, whether it's constructive criticism or just like confirmation. As long as it's not disrespectful, I can handle it. All right, I will talk to you lovely people tomorrow with the weekly guidance, as well as Tarot After Dark, the spicy Sunday story time, which takes place at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The weekly guidance is always uploaded at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.